morning, everybody. I'm on the trail, got a reasonably early start. The reason is, I think today the weather is gonna play a major factor in my ability to get around the mountains. The amount of clouds there were at sunrise, even though I'm in a patch of beautiful sun right now, there is a monster thunderstorm already swelling up to the south, heading in this direction. I think it's gonna be one of those days where it's gonna be more hiding from the weather than hiking in the weather. Trying to get as much distance under my feet as I can before the rain and hail comes to lay the smack down. I had originally intended to get out to Lake Reflection today, but last night in camp, as I stared out across the valley, looking up Vedette Creek, I was struck by the call of the unknown. I got the feeling that I needed to get a little bit of adventure under my belt on this trip. I decided to postpone Lake Reflection for another trip. And instead, I'm gonna go to two places I've never been before: Center Basin and Vedette Lakes. Neither destination has a maintained trail to get there. So it's gonna be a little bit of route finding, a little bit of off-trail scrambling, which is my absolute favorite type of hiking to do out here in the Sierra. Today, I'm gonna aim for Center Basin, which is about 8 miles or so from here. I reckon it's gonna take me 4 to 5 hours of hiking before I reach the basin. So I've got a fair amount of work cut out for me today. If Center Basin is as beautiful as the rest of the area around here, I think it's all gonna be worth it. To get to Center Basin, first thing I have to do is finish off this high trail, which will take me down to the JMT PCT. I'm gonna then follow that south down into Bubbs Creek and onwards towards Forester Pass, which is the highest pass along the JMT, around 13,000 feet. But before I get there, I'm gonna jump off to the east, making my way up into Center Basin. Center Basin is just now coming into view through the trees here. It's a place that I've wanted to visit for years. So I'm incredibly excited to finally get up in there and see what it's all about. But I have a pretty long way to go. So it's gonna be a case of putting one foot in front of the other, ticking away the miles. The Sierra keeps surprising me. The weather's gone from ominous to delightful in the span of an hour. And it's looking like I'm gonna have a great hike up through Bubbs Creek here before I turn off for Center Basin. But I get the sinking feeling that before the day is done, Mother Nature will have a few more surprises to throw my way. Well, man, I feel tired today. My legs, they feel a little leaden. I think it's partly because of that mad dash up the pass yesterday to beat the rain and hail. It could also be possibly due to the fact that even though this is only my second day on this trip, it's my 7th day in a row hiking around in the wilderness with a heavy pack on my back. Perhaps that's catching up with me. Thankfully, right now the trail is nice and cruisy, gentle uphill. Just get the legs warmed up before the steeper climb to Center Basin. There you have it. Mama Nature is making herself known. In the last 30 minutes, it's gone from almost completely clear blue skies to rumbling thunder, and now the rain has started. Doesn't exactly bode well for me as I'm about to begin my climb out of the forest and up into the highlands of Center Basin. We'll see if my luck holds today, if this is just a brief squall that it's gonna blow over, because I do see some bright patches in the sky behind this. And if not, well, it's gonna be a nap in the tent in a rainstorm kind of afternoon.
Hey there, this is Nick Stover, the founder of Nature Photography Collective, inviting you to join the collective itself. We have a library of over 100 nature speakers, an incredibly active community where you can interact with other photographers from around the world, and we add new talks, new speakers almost every week. Plus, you can be part of live Q&As, online editing clinics, and be notified before anyone else of new in-field workshops. You can get full details on our website, www.naturephotocollective.com, and you can use code SOCIALS10 to save up 10% off your membership. Hope to see you there. Thanks so much.
Just left the JMT. I'm heading up to Center Basin. This is the way that the old John Muir Trail and the Pacific Crest Trail used to go before they built the trail over Forester Pass up this basin here. So there should be a pretty good use trail for me to follow, make my life a little bit easier as I get up higher and higher into the open granite of the High Sierra. Well, the sun has come out temporarily. Perfect timing for my arrival here at Center Basin. But you can hear the thunder still rumbling and rolling. Lots of dark clouds headed this way. But for now, I'm gonna chill out, eat some lunch, enjoy this unbelievable scenery, and then find a place to set up camp. As you can hear, the rain is starting to pitter-patter on my tent, and I can see also some pretty thick, dark streamers of rain heading this way. But I am cozy inside now, and if you've never been inside a tent in a rainstorm, it is honestly one of the most relaxing things there is. The sound of the rain, and warmth and security inside, oh, I can feel myself falling asleep as I record this. It's been about 3 hours and the rain has finally slacked off to a very, very, very light sprinkle. The bulk of the thunderstorm has moved off down the valley, and there are even some patches of blue sky appearing to the southeast. I'm going to take this opportunity to wander around this lower part of Center Basin. There are a few lakes and streams in the area that I want to check out. And then if all goes well, if Mother Nature decides to be agreeable, the storm's going to continue to break up and move past as sunset draws closer. And the idea that I've got for the rest of the evening is to have an early dinner and then walk about an hour or so up the valley to where a very thin ridge of rock separates this basin from the next basin over where the JMT runs. The view of the mountains from there should be spectacular, assuming, of course, the weather does continue to clear. This is part of the plan where I really have no idea what's going to happen later, But if it works out, could be an unforgettable night. I've just come around the far side of the lowest lake here in Center Basin. And like so many places in the Sierra, oh, it's an absolute mind melter. Look at this. Something that blows me away about the Sierra is there not only just that places like this exist here, but there are 10,000 places like this in these mountains where you can experience these moments of pristine, sublime beauty. And yet there is not a single other person in this basin. It's just me, the mountains, the chipmunks, and the coyotes. It's a dream. Really looking forward to this walk. I'm only a few steps in and it's already breathtakingly beautiful. The clouds are clearing like crazy. Typical Sierra thunderstorm nonsense where you think you're gonna die from lightning and thunder, and then by the time sunset rolls around, it's so blue, people would think you were insane if you told them there was ever a cloud in the sky that day. Hopefully a few will stick around, provide a little bit of atmosphere and drama for sunset. Sometimes you gotta know when you're beat. This is one of those times. I got distracted by too much pretty stuff down there, and it's taken me a lot longer to get up here than I expected. Sunset's in only about 20 minutes, and I figure I've got at least 45 to an hour to get to that little ridge. Not to mention, the trail is basically disappeared at this point. It's only the barest hint of a path through here, so that makes the going even more slow. And on top of that, I just realized that at some point in the last 10 minutes, my water bottle fell out of my side pocket. It's back there somewhere, and I want to make sure that I have enough light to find it. So I'm gonna call it here. Turn around, head back down into that stunning basin. Yes, it hurts a little bit to know that, wow, there was something amazing up there. But I'm gonna have to come back another time right here. It's right there, it's so close. But as I said, sometimes you gotta know when to call it. This is one of those times. Well, it turns out my water bottle did not fall out of my backpack. It was just hiding behind all this other crap that I was carrying. Nevertheless, I'm glad that I turned around to find it because it has led me to... Let me show you. Yet another gift from the Sierra Nevada, filling my heart every day with love and joy. What a way to end the day. There's always these doubts during the day when you're hiking through a thunderstorm or sleeping in the rain, wondering, is it gonna clear? Are you gonna be able to get out and explore? Will you see something beautiful? You just gotta have the faith. What a great reminder. What a great lesson. Push through. Amazing things await you on the other side. I'm gonna call it a day here. Grab some dinner, head back to camp, go to sleep. Good night. Now it's time to leave this extraordinary spot behind and check out somewhere new. Heading for Vidette Creek and Vidette Lakes today. My major challenge at the moment is finding a safe place to cross Bubbs Creek. If not, then this whole plan goes up in smoke. I cannot recall ever experiencing weather like this. There are fog banks billowing up the valley. Out of nowhere, the clouds started to break open. Golden light is streaming through the landscape. I've never seen that before. There's a cloud inversion down there. Holy I gotta get up higher.